Hi, my name is SHAFYQAH and I am the leader of Group Mars.
Hi, my name is AINA SYAFIAH.
Hi, my name is NATASHA.
Hi, my name is SHARA.
Hi, I'm BALQIS IMAN.
Hi, my name is AZIDA.
Hi, my name is Nadhirah Sofea.
Hi, my name is SYAMIMI.
Hi, my name is NORAZMI Erica. Tugu Negara, also known as a national monument, is a 15 meters high sculpture that was located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Tugu Negara construction was built in 1963 and completed in 1966. This monument consists of 7 bronze human figures, each representing a different aspect of Malaysia's struggle for independence. It was built to show respect to the soldiers who fought and died for Malaysia's independence during World War II and the Malayan emergency. Hi, my name is Nadhirah Sofea. We are from MSU Shah Alam. So can we ask you a few questions? Okay, so the question number 1 is, what made you attracted to come to this historical place?
First of all, we have come to Malaysia to attend our friend's daughter's wedding. And before we came for the wedding, we went around to Langkawi for 3 days and we enjoyed our stay over there. Beautiful country, beautiful places, lovely people, and good amount of discipline I find amongst the people over here.
So can you explain what you understand about this historical monument?
The National War Memorial where you come and pay the respect to the brave hearts who have laid their lives in the sacrifice of the country. In India too, we have got recently in 2 years, 3 years back in 2019, our National War Memorial, which was inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India. And it's again a historic moment to visit that place. And in fact, today when I came over here, it was reminding me about the Indian National War Memorial. Lovely place, and I think it is a place which should be visited by each and every person of the country because it brings a lot of patriotism amongst the people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My name is SHAFYQAH and I will conclude the first interview session held at Tugu Negara in Kuala Lumpur. Prior to the interviewee had shared his background whereby he previously served in the Air Force industry. Hence, it is clear that he understood that the historical monument is a national war memorial dedicated to the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives protecting our beloved country, Malaysia. He further explained that during his visit in Tugu Negara, he was reminded of the National War Memorial inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India in 2019. It can be concluded that the interviewee has adequate knowledge on the historical monument and high spirit of patriotism, as he is well aware of the National War Memorial being dedicated to the brave soldiers. Lastly, he had suggested for all Malaysians to pay the historical monument a visit to pay respect to the soldiers who fought for the country's independence.
Kompleks Kraft Kuala Lumpur merupakan destinasi persinggahan pelancongan yang berkonsepkan ikonik seni yang terletak di tengah pusat bandar dan telah ditubuhkan pada tahun 1993.
Museum Kraft menyalurkan maklumat dalam peradaban seni kraft melalui pameran artifak-artifak lama di samping memaparkan perkembangan teknologi dalam menghasilkan produk kraft serta proses pembuatannya.
Pameran yang berkonsepkan diorama merupakan inisiatif pemeliharaan, pendokumentasian dan disampaikan sebagai pengetahuan kepada generasi kini. Kami datang ke sini untuk menyaksikan bagaimana karyawan seni menghasilkan hasil seni berimejkan Malaysia dari pelbagai medium, gaya dan bentuk. Saya akan tanya beberapa soalan. Soalan pertama, apa yang menarik kat craft tangan ini, craft tangan? Bagi pendapat abang.
Apa yang menarik? Jadi kat sini kita nombor satu boleh tengok apa itu craft tangan. Lepas tu penghasilan craft tangan setiap sub mana ada dia upah, ada dia perak, buat besi, jadi macam mana cara membeli, jaga kain. Lepas tu kita boleh tengok toko-toko craft yang ada dekat Malaysia ni, yang kita gelarkan hari dulu.
Saya akan teruskan dengan soalan kedua. Soalan kedua, macam mana aku boleh jumpa tempat ini? Sebab tak semua orang kat luar sana tahu isu craft tangan. Macam mana aku boleh tahu tempat ini?
Okey, sebab hari ni daripada 1 hari bulan hingga 13 kan ada hari craft kebangsaan. Jadi kita dah tengok, kita jumpa dah tempat sini. Di muzium ni sangat menarik, yang patut dilawati lah.
Terima kasih. Apa nama Mak ni?
Muhammad Heri dari Malaysia.
Okey, terima kasih.
For the summary of our journey in Museum Craft Kuala Lumpur, as we know, Kuala Lumpur Craft Museum is an iconic art tourism stopover destination located in the heart of the city centre. This local craft centre offers tourism-related products such as arts and craft-based products for local and foreign visitors. When we were there, we interviewed a visitor there. His name is Mr. Muhammad Heri. He said that one of the interesting elements of his time there was that he could see the production of handicraft in various forms. He said, for example, they are craft made of silver, iron and gold. Besides that, he also said that we can see and get to know the top craft in Malaysia that we call it as Ahli Guru. In addition, Mr. Muhammad Harris said that he found out about this place when the National Day was held on 1 March until 13 March, and only then did he and his friend come across this place. He also mentioned that this museum is very interesting for tourists, especially Malaysian, so that we know our great figures better and can see a variety of beautiful and unique handicraft.
Museum Negara, known as National Museum of Malaysia, this museum was established in 1963. The museum was built to showcase Malaysia's rich cultural heritage and history, as well as to serve as a repository for important artifacts and exhibits. The building itself is an impressive example of traditional Malay architecture with a modern twist. The museum's collection include artifacts from the prehistory era. The museum also has a large collection of traditional arts and crafts, including textiles, pottery, and wood carving.
Hi, my name is SYAMIMI. I'm from MSU Shah Alam. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
For first question, how do you feel after seeing the skull exhibition? Do you feel any goosebumps?
I don't feel goosebumps at all actually.
Okay. Second question, what information do you remember the most and feel special?
Actually, the most special part of this museum, after seeing all these historical items, I feel amazed with those olden days people, that their wisdom and also their artistic part of inventing all these items. Yeah. And
Okay.
then about the information, actually, I don't really much remember after seeing it. I just feel amazed lah.
Okay, thank you.
Museum Negara, also known as the National Museum of Malaysia, showcases Malaysia's rich cultural heritage and history through a collection of artifacts, exhibits, and multimedia presentations. The museum is divided into several galleries, including the Early History Gallery, the Malay Kingdoms Gallery, the Colonial Era Gallery, the Malaysia Today Gallery, and the Orang Asli Gallery. Firstly, understanding Malaysia's diverse history. Malaysia has a rich and diverse history, which can be seen through the exhibits at Museum Negara, from the prehistoric era to the modern day, helping visitors to understand the different influences that have shaped Malaysia. Next, appreciating Malaysia's cultural heritage. Malaysia is a country with a diverse population made up of different ethnic groups and cultures. Museum Negara celebrates this diversity by showcasing the traditions, customs, and beliefs of the various communities that call Malaysia home. Through the exhibits, visitors can gain a deeper appreciation of the country's cultural heritage. Lastly, preserving Malaysia's historical treasures. Museum Negara is not just a place for education and appreciation, but also a hub for preservation. The museum is responsible for safeguarding and preserving Malaysia's historical treasures. This important work ensures that future generations can continue to learn and appreciate Malaysia's rich heritage. Overall, the Museum Negara is a must-visit destination for anyone interested in learning about Malaysia's rich history and diverse culture.
After we visit the craft museum, I can learn how things were done, such as how to create traditional batik, pottery craft, woolen, and various other craft items that have been used by ancients. Meanwhile, in this craft museum, we have learned how these crafts were created in the past before this modern technology existed. In addition, we also know about craft fingers who produce, create, and have deep knowledge of craft arts. Furthermore, to the craft museum, I also learned that the museum of this craft was created based on the several concepts, which are education, marketing culture, and accommodation. This is to warm and provide knowledge to the public and tourists about the uniqueness of Asian people in Malaysia. Last but not least, this craft museum is an ideal place for many people who are passionate about art, as well as showcasing the variety of artifacts that illustrate the situation, the exhibition of unique tool use, and the result that can be attract the public attention.
To summarize, our group visited the Tugu Negara, which is known as a well-known historical monument in Malaysia, as it is dedicated to the brave soldiers who fought for Malaysia's independence. Based on our interview session there, it was found that our interviewee had sufficient knowledge on the background of the historical place. This is because he knew that Tugu Negara is a national war memorial established for the people to visit in order to memorialize the soldiers who gave up their lives in battles against colonizers in an attempt to protect our country. Finally, we have learned the importance of inculcating high spirits of patriotism in ourselves, as this is a characteristic portrayed and proven by our courageous warriors.